Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be crocheting this beautiful cat. It's a blue cat. It has a long tail. It's super cute and it's really long. So let's get straight into it. The materials you'll be needing are this Bernat blanket yarn. The color of it, it's vintage white, and we will also be needing this color, which I don't know the exact color of it, the name of it, so I'm gonna be leaving it on the screen. And we'll be using this pink yarn and some black, but I don't have it right now. And the name of it, the name of the band is Peaches and Cream. So yeah, but you can use all the stuff you want. You can change the color. So yeah, you'll also be needing this 5.25 millimeter hook. I use this hook, but you can use different hooks, and a needle. So yeah, basically any needle that is laying around that can fit the size of your yarn, and of course some scissors to cut your yarn, and some stitch markers because we're gonna be working in continuous rounds. You'll be starting with the blue, so let's get started. We're gonna do a magic ring. This is how I do it. Put it around my pinky 2 times and then go back on the 3 fingers and go through it 2 times also. Pinch it with your thumb, get your crochet hook and put it through the first loop. Then get like this. Get some yarn and get some more and simply chain. It might be a little bit hard, but I'll be leaving some in-depth crochet tutorials on how to make the magic ring. Okay, you're gonna start by making 6 single crochet and a magic ring. At the end of the round, you're gonna use your stitch marker. Use this one, and we're just gonna put it in the first stitch of the next round. In the second round, we're gonna be increasing in each stitch, and that will leave you a total of 12 stitches in the round. Third round, we're going to be doing 1 single crochet and then followed by an increase, and we're going to repeat that until the end of the round. That will leave you a total of 18 stitches. Okay, in the 4th round, we're gonna be single crocheting 2 and followed by an increase, and that will leave you to a total of 24 stitches at the end. Round, you're gonna be doing 3 single crochet increase and repeat that, and you'll get a total of 30 stitches. be doing in round 6, we're gonna single crochet in each stitch. That will leave you a total of 30 stitches.
Hi guys, my name is Mr. Whiskers and I'm telling you to subscribe, like and subscribe, or you won't see me anymore. Yeah. But yeah, so guys, like and subscribe. Yay!
In round 7, we're gonna single crochet 5. But on the last stitch, we're not gonna finish it. We're gonna leave it like this, and we're gonna get our vintage white. I'm gonna pass it to it. I like changing it like this, and then tie a knot in between. But you can do the mix that you like. Okay, now just put in here again, and get this yarn. Don't cut off the blue yarn. Hold on to it. Now we're just gonna single crochet 2 with the white yarn, and the last stitch leave it like this, and we're gonna get back our blue yarn and change colors. Now we're just gonna single crochet with this blue color all around the round until we finish. That will leave you a total of 30 stitches. Now you're gonna repeat that one more round. Okay, now on round 9, we're gonna be single crocheting 4. And on the last stitch, we're gonna change colors to white, and we're gonna single crochet 4 in white. And 4. Last stitch, we're gonna change colors back to blue, and now we're just gonna crochet with blue the rest of the round. That will leave you a total of 30 stitches, and you're gonna do that also for the next round. So 2 rounds, so we should stop at round 10. In round 11, we're gonna single crochet 2, and in the last one, change colors to white. Now we're going to single crochet 8 in white. And on the last stitch, we're gonna change back to blue, and we're going to single crochet the rest of the round until we finish. In round 12, we're gonna change colors. In the last stitch of the last round, we're going to change colors to white. And then we're going to single crochet 12 in white. We're going to put our stitch marker in the first white stitch that we made. Now we're just gonna single crochet 12 in the white. Then we're gonna change colors back to blue. And single crochet the rest of the round. stitch of the round, we're going to change colors back to white. And we're going to single crochet one in white and put the stitch marker in that stitch that we just made, the white. Now in round 17, we're going to repeat what we just did in the last round until round 21. So that's going to make it longer. I'll do these rounds off camera now. Okay. Now this is how it should be looking. The cat's body. Now we can finally cut off the white yarn. And on round 22, we're going to do 3 single crochets with blue yarn. 1 to 3 and then decrease. And you're going to repeat that until the end of the round, and that will give you a total of 30 stitches. Safety eyes in between round 9 and 8. So between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In between these 2 rounds, I'm gonna be adding the eyes. But I'm not gonna be adding them now because I like to sew them on. So let's go to round 23. Round 23, we're gonna single crochet 2 and then decrease. And you're gonna repeat that until the end, and that will give you a total of 18 stitches. Be stuffing it. You're gonna be stuffing it a good amount until it feels fluffy, and you can stuff it how much you want. So yeah. Now we're going to go into round 24. Round 24, we're going to do 1 single crochet, and then we're going to decrease. And repeat that. And you should have a total of 12 stitches at the end of this round. Last round, we're gonna be doing round 25. Now for round 25, the last round, we're gonna be decreasing in each stitch, and that will leave you a total of 6 stitches in this round. Okay, now when we're done, we can take the stitch marker off, I'm gonna chain 2, and we're kind of gonna leave not that long of a tail, but a bit long of a tail for sewing. Now we're gonna get our needle like this. I'm just gonna tie it, and we're gonna insert our needle through the yarn like this, and we're gonna go through the front loops only. As you can see right here, these are the front loops, and you can do a bunch by one time, so I did 3. Then pull it, and we're gonna keep doing that. And at the end it should look like this, and we're gonna pull it tight so you can close the hole. Now I just go into a close stitch and into a random stitch like this, and then go beside it and just go into a random stitch again and do that again until I feel like it's good enough, like the yarn will not fall or nothing. Now I like doing a knot like this. Now I just cut the yarn a bit shorter, and with my needle I tuck that inside the body. So yeah, this is how the body should be looking. Now let's move on to now we're gonna go and make the cats. Arms. Now we're gonna start making the arms. For that, we're gonna be making a magic ring. Okay, now we're gonna be making 6 single crochet in the magic ring. Round 1. Okay, now we're gonna pull that tight, and we're gonna single crochet in the first stitch, and we're gonna be putting our stitch marker. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna put our stitch marker in the first stitch from the next round. Okay, now in round, after round 2 and 3, we're gonna be single crocheting in each stitch. That will leave you a total of 6 stitches, and we're gonna do that for round 3 also. Now that we're done with that, we're gonna be changing colors on the last stitch. So we're gonna leave it like this. We're not gonna finish the single crochet, and we're gonna get back our blue yarn. That should do. I like to tie a knot between these two. Ooh. Now I go back inside and finish the single crochet. Now in that stitch we're gonna be putting our stitch mark. Okay, so now that we got the blue yarn, now we're gonna be single crochet in each stitches again. That leave you a total of 6 stitches, and we're gonna do that for 2 rounds until round 6. Now for the last round, round 7, we're gonna fold it flat like this, not like this. You can see kind of like a circle. So we fold it flat, and we're gonna single crochet with both of those laps, and we're just gonna single crochet 3 flat like this. And now that's the end of your little foot. Just chain 2 and get your scissors, leave a long tail for sewing, and cut that yarn out. Okay, you're just gonna double it without magic. And now we got 2 of these feet, so yeah. Now we're gonna continue on with the back legs. For that, we're gonna start with white, cream, and we're gonna make a magic ring. Now we're gonna single crochet 6 in that magic ring. At the end, we're just gonna close it, and we're gonna single crochet 1 in the first stitch, and we're gonna put our stitch marker right there in the stitch we just made. And this is how it should be looking. Now in round 2, we're going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch. So in total, we should have 6 stitches. Third round, we're gonna change colors in the last stitch we made, where we have our stitch marker at. We're gonna change colors to blue. Okay, now we can also just cut our white yarn. And now we are going to just single crochet in each stitch. So that will leave you a total of 6 stitches in this round. Okay, now the last round, round 4. We're going to increase in each stitch, and that will leave you a total of 12 stitches in this round. Okay, now we're going to take out our stitch mark on the last stitch, and we're gonna chain 2. And I'm just gonna cut my yarn, leaving a long tail for sewing, and pull that through and tighten it up. This is how it should be looking. I just tuck all of these inside the foot. This is how it should be looking. Okay, this is how the leg should turn out. Now we're just gonna make another one. Oh my god. So it came from the sky. Oh my god. This is how they should both came out. We should make two, by the way. So yeah. Okay, now we're gonna start making the ears. We're gonna get a blue yarn, and we're gonna make a magic bean like always. And now we're just gonna make 4 single crochets in the magic bean.
Bean.
Okay, now we're gonna put our stitch marker. Where's my stitch marker? Oh yeah. Sorry. Okay, now we're just gonna take our stitch marker and put that right inside of the last stitch we just made. I mean the first stitch of the next round. So yeah, that's how it should be looking. Okay, now in the second round we're gonna do 1 single crochet in each stitch, and that will leave you a total of 4 stitches in this round. This is how it should be looking at. So yeah, that's the end of this round. Okay, now in the last round, the third round, we're going to increase in each stitch. Okay, now we're just in the last stitch. We're going to single crochet and chain 2, and take away the stitch marker and cut the yarn, leaving a long tail for sewing. Do that and tie it off. And this is how it should be looking like. This is how it should be looking. Now you're gonna have to make 2 of these for the ears. Oh, B, thank you so much. And yeah, now we have 2 of the ears. Now we're gonna continue on with the tail. For the tail, we're gonna start by making a magic ring, and we're gonna single crochet 6 in the magic ring. Now we're just gonna insert our stitch marker in the last stitch we did, and this is how it should be looking. Now we're gonna be doing 1 single crochet in each stitch in the second round, and we're gonna repeat that until the 4th round. In the 4th round, we are going to change colors to blue again. And we're going to cut the white yarn, the cream yarn, and insert our hook back in. And now we're just going to single crochet in each stitch, and that will leave you a total of 6 stitches in this round, and we're gonna repeat that until the 9th round. On the last round, the 10th round, we're just gonna single crochet 3 flat like we did with the arms, the same but with the little toe. 1, 2, and 3. Then we're gonna chain 2 and leave a long tail for sewing. And we're going to take away the stitch marker, and this is how it should be looking now. Oh no, we don't need another one. So yeah.
Oh wait, again.
Now I'm gonna make the eyes. I'm gonna start with magic wing. You can just add safety eyes, but I prefer crocheting them. Okay, we're gonna start with the black yarn and make a magic wing, and we're gonna single crochet 6 in the magic wing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, and 6. I'm gonna tie that off to close the little magic ring. This is how it should be looking. And we're gonna make a slip stitch in the first stitch of the magic ring. Slip stitch, and we're gonna chain 2 and leave a long, kind of like a little long tail for sewing, not too long but not too short, and tie it off. It's really easy to make these eyes. I use them for a lot of projects, or if I needed bigger eyes, I just do another round of increases, and that's it. This is how it should be looking. This is how the eye should be looking now. Close up. Come over, man. Thank you. Okay, yeah. This is how it's looking. So yeah. Ooh. Thank you, B. So now you should have 2 eyes. Now we're gonna start with the assembly. You're gonna need your needle. First, we're gonna sew on the eyes. So, like I told you, it's in between round. Which round was it? You just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In between round 9 and 10. Oh yeah, over here. We're gonna sew the eyes on, and between 1 stitch away from the white, and we're just gonna put that on the eye. I'm gonna need us a little bitty, sorry. And we're just gonna sew that on. It's gonna take a bit. Okay, this is how it's looking. Now we're just gonna cut the other tail, and just gonna put this and then the stitch that we left off, and send it to random stitch, the blue body. And I like tying a knot at the end, like this. Now I'm just gonna tug that into the body and just cut a bit first. And this is how the eye should be looking like. Now I'm just gonna sew on the second eye also, the same as we did with this eye. How it should be looking. I already sewed them on, both of them. Now we're gonna move on to the ears. We're gonna thread that on with a needle. Just gonna cut the yarn of the magic ring, tuck that in, and we're gonna sew that on in between. Wait a minute. Now we're gonna move on to the ears. This is how they should be looking. We're gonna add that between round 4 and 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And between these 3 rounds, and it should look like this. We're just gonna thread it on the stitch of the third round. Close up. Close up. Not too close. Not too close. That's like a good angle. Thank you. And we're just gonna sew that on to the cat's body. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now that we sewed the ear on, we're gonna put it to random stitch like this. And close up please. And we're gonna put it in the stitch right next to it, right here. And then we're just gonna go to random stitch again. And we're gonna repeat that. Again, another random stitch. Now we're just gonna leave that in. We're not gonna tuck that in or nothing, cause at the end when we sew the other ear on with the other string that we have left, we're gonna put them together. And I'll show you how to do that when I finish sewing it on. So this is how it should be looking, the cat. I sewed on the other ear. Now I'm just gonna go to the random stitch. And into the stitch next to it, right here, right here. And I'm gonna go back to a random stitch. Now do that one more time, and but this time go to the stitch that this yarn is on, the one you left off from the other ear. Take that down. Now you should have 2 in the same stitch. We're gonna tie both of those in a knot. I like to do it like at least 2 times. And we're gonna cut a bit of it. Now we're just gonna tuck that in inside the body. And this is how it should be looking. Now we're gonna move on to sewing the arms like this, and we're gonna place them on this line close up. Please close up. You see the first stitch, the first row that we did in cream, we're gonna go under that 2 rows. That's 1, 2, 3, and those 2 rows are the ones we're gonna be working at, which is 13 and 14, I think. And we're gonna sew them exactly where this white, where the white over here and right here, and the blue like connects, as you can see. So we're just gonna sew it on. It does actually look so cute. I don't know. Tell me. Maybe it's because it's a cat. Okay. We get it. We don't need more explications. Go into the stitch that is left. Go in the back in the random blue stitch, and we're gonna do the same that we did with the ears. We're gonna go in the random stitch, the stitch right next to it, and then to a random stitch a bit more over here in the center, and then to a random stitch I'll put the bottom, the close stitch, and then put it in a random stitch again and leave it like that. And we're not gonna tie it or nothing because we still gotta put the other arm on. So now I'm just gonna put the other arm on, and then I'll show you how to do this one more time. Okay, now I finished the other arm. Now I'm just gonna put my yarn in a random stitch, the close-up stitch, close, and the stitch next to it, which is right here. And then I'm just gonna go to a random stitch, and go into the stitch nearby, and then go to the stitch that we left the other yarn on for the little arm. Now I'm just gonna cut the yarn a bit shorter. And I'm gonna tie a knot between these two. I'm gonna tie a knot 3 times just to be secure. And get our needle and tug it in the body. Okay, now this is how it should be looking. oh my god, sorry, his little arms. Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna take the feet, and we're gonna put it underneath with the white ends underneath it, like this. It should look under the white, like this, straight. So it should kind of look like this, and we're gonna sew that on like we always do, like we did with the other arms and those stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Bye. Bye.
Pops. Go to the stitch that I finished sewing it. And we're gonna go to the stitch next to it, and repeat that one more time. And go to random stitch, and then repeat that one more time. But then go to the stitch with the other yarn inside that we left off. Oh yeah, but you probably don't have this other yarn because you probably haven't sewed the other one yet. So just put it into a random stitch, and then sew the other leg on, and then you should put the other yarn together as we did with the arms and the ears. Then after you both have sewed them on both, we're gonna tie a knot between those and cut it to be shorter and tuck that into the body of our beautiful cat. And this is how the legs should be looking like. I want the toe on, so we're gonna put it on the back between rounds 19 and 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So in between these two rounds right here, can y'all see? Close up, please. These two rounds, these two. We'll do these two. I think they will be. And it should look like this. I'm gonna sew that in. Actually, maybe like sew it in between round 19 and 18. Or you can do it how it looks best. And try to put it right in the middle with the ears not working right now, so it does not turn out off center. the tail is looking kind of long. Now I'm just gonna go to the stitch right next to it. Close up. And I'm gonna go to random stitch. Pretty close. And do that again. Let's go right here on the top. Into random stitch again. And now I can just tie it like this. I like putting it like this in a little circle. Then this yarn, putting it under this yarn. And then pulling it up. And then holding it like this with your fingers so it can stay all the way at the bottom and it doesn't go all the way to the top. I like doing the knot 3 times, at least 3 times. And then I just cut a bit of the yarn. It's way too long. And tuck that inside the cat's body. This is how it should be looking. The tail, pretty long. Maybe I sewed it on way too short, way too on the edge, but it's okay. And yeah, it's super cute. So we were done. Now you guys, now we have to move on to the nose. To do that, we're gonna use our pink yarn and cut out like about a foot long, and I'm gonna go in between this stitch, close up, like that. Not too close, not too close. Yeah. And go. Let me see my other cat. Close. It's gonna be like a line and then a line down. It'll be right here. So you see kind of this little line, and then it goes a bit longer where it goes not too close. Yeah, you see this little mountain right here, and then it goes like this little mountain over here. Okay, so we're gonna go between these two, be on the round up from the big mountain. Sorry, I don't know how else to explain it. And we're gonna skip 1 stitch from here, and in this round we got 4 stitches, so we're gonna skip the first stitch up here, and we're gonna go to this stitch and this one, and leave this stitch out, the last one, like this. And now we're gonna go 1 stitch under right here. It's in the row under the round under this round that we're working on. Now I'm actually gonna go back to the way we started and just repeat and go back to that stitch and just repeat that, just to make it a little bit more stitches. And then we're gonna actually go to the stitch under right here and try to put it like in the middle of the nose. Now it's under, try to focus it on the middle. Now with our needle, we're gonna go under this part of the nose and pull it like this. Now we're gonna go into this stitch, like the middle stitch of these two that we skipped, that we worked in the line. We're gonna go in between that. And I'm sorry if it's like, I'm not showing it too good. And this is how it should look. Now I'm gonna go back and do the same that we did for the bottom one, like we did on the top, just like repeat that. Go in the stitch and then go up and skip that one and go in this stitch in the middle of those 2 stitches. Then I'll just go in a random stitch. That will be at the end. Now I'm just gonna go back here where we left our yarn at the beginning And I'm gonna tie the knot as we always do. Not too close, not too close. Thank you, that's better. I'll just cut the yarn a bit. And tuck that in. Wait, let me see. Did I get it a little too tight? And we're just gonna tuck that inside the cat's body. And that's how the nose turned out. You can also add blush with the pink, but I didn't add the third cat, so I'm not gonna show how to do it. Now to make the whiskers, we're gonna cut out like, I don't know how long, like 2 cats long, about 2 cats long of black yarn, or less, a bit less, not too much. For this we will not need our needle, and we're just gonna cut out 2 of these. It's like gonna measure for me. Okay, now we're just gonna cut that out. Kind of should be the same length. I'm gonna get one, and here we go. The other cat. I put it in this white stitch under the eye, so that's what we're gonna do. We got this line, which is the blue one, the last row away from the eye, the blue one, and this white that is exactly under the eye. And I'm gonna go in that stitch like this, and take the yarn with our crochet hook like this. And now I'm gonna tie a knot like this, and do that again, and one more time like this. What?
I think 2 would be enough.
Okay, sorry you guys, my brother. Now we're gonna cut like about 1 inch. We're gonna leave like about 1 inch over here. Or you can also just cut it how long you want those whiskers to be, but like I like them to be like about 1 inch. We're just like put it a little more cuter, and like that. That's your whiskers. And I'm just gonna do that again with this other one, the other eye, under the other eye. So yeah, you're just gonna repeat what we just did, but on the other side. If you want, you don't need to make 3 knots, I mean, but I like doing 3 just to stay secure. Then cut out leave about 1 inch, and then just like go like this, make them a bit better, and this is how they should be looking. Just cut them off. Okay, yeah. You can like burn the little top end so they don't like unravel and stuff, but I just like it like this. Like these, I didn't like burn them, and they kind of do unravel, but I don't really mind it. But if you do, then you can burn the little ends. So yeah, this is how the cat should be looking. So cute. That's kind of the end of this cat. Finally finished him. Okay, this is how the cat looks. Now we have not only completed 1 cat, not 2 cats, but 3 cats. This is how they all look together. My brother did this one. He named him Cat Teddy. I made this one. I named him Mr. Whiskers. And I don't got a name for this one that I just made. So comment down in the comments what should I name him. And they all look so cute. What do you guys think? Which one's your favorite? Comment it down below. I hope you like this tutorial. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. So yeah, tell me if you like this video. I don't know what else to say. Now I just want to say happy holidays, happy late holidays, because this video might be coming out on already like New Year. So I hope everybody is spending time with the families and stuff. So yeah, happy holidays, guys. Now I just want to say thanks to the people that helped me with this video. My brother that recorded the video and edited a part of the video, and I also edited a part of the video. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, he was the one that helped me most out, and also making my channel. Thank you all of y'all that subscribe also. And if you're watching this video, thank you, even if you're not subscribed, but make sure to subscribe also. And yeah, this is the end of the video. Tell me in the comments if you like the cat. So yeah, bye.